Hello students, welcome to Pravega Education and welcome to one another episode of Pravega Talk Series. जैसा कि आपको पता है कि प्रवेगा टॉक सीरीज अपने गेस्ट को बुलाती है अपने प्लेटफॉर्म पर और वो अपने हमारे पुराने स्टूडेंट भी होते हैं, सम टाइम करंट स्टूडेंट्स होते हैं, सम टाइम हमारे फैकल्टी, सम टाइम डिफरेंट एक्सपर्ट्स होते हैं जो कि हमारे प्लेटफॉर्म पर आते हैं और वो अपना एक्सपीरियंस शेयर करते हैं. दे जस्ट शेयर देयर ओन एक्सपीरियंस सच दैट आवर स्टूडेंट कैन बेनिफिट इट. इसी सिलसिले में आज हमने इनवाइट किया है इस टॉक सीरीज पर हमारे कंडेंस मैटर फिजिक्स के फैकल्टी मिस्टर कुणाल जायसवाल. वेलकम कुणाल जायसवाल. हाय कुणाल. हाय कुणाल, हाउ आर यू?
आई एम गुड सर. हाउ आर यू?
आज का जो हमारा एपिसोड है वो एपिसोड थोड़ा एकेडमिक है और कुणाल अपनी कहानी भी बताएंगे आपके सामने कि उनकी पढ़ाई कैसे हुई, क्या हुआ, उन्होंने किस तरह से टीचिंग का प्रोफेशन चुना है और उसके साथ साथ वो अपनी स्ट्रेटजी भी बताएंगे कि किस तरह से वो अपनी टीचिंग को इम्प्रूव कर रहे हैं और उनके कंटेंट क्या है. Kunal, again, welcome to you. We can change the slide and this slide goes to you actually.
Yeah.
Here is the talk series and this talk series dedicated to condensed matter physics with our expert of condensed matter physics, that is Kunal Jaiswal.
Yes, sir.
Kunal, क्या हाल है?
ठीक है सर, बढ़िया. Thank you so much first of all to Pravega family, to Atul sir, Alok sir, to giving me to provide me such a platform to express myself as a teacher. I am his student, but now I can basically give my service towards the students, towards the sir as a teacher, as a physics faculty. So thank you so much, sir.
Okay. Actually प्रवेगा एजुकेशन हर एक उन लोगों को इनवाइट करती है जो डिजर्विंग है और डेडिकेशन है उनका टुवर्ड्स स्टूडेंट की तरफ. कुणाल इज वन ऑफ देम. कुणाल का एसोसिएशन हमारा डे 1 से ही रहा है. वो पिछले 1 साल पूरे ट्रेनिंग पीरियड में थे और बैकहैंड प्रोसेस पे काम कर रहे थे एंड सडनली वी हैव डिसाइडेड दैट नाउ वी हैव टू टेक हिम फॉर द परफेक्ट टीचिंग. वैसे ही बहुत सारे लोग हमारे इस प्रोग्राम में धीरे धीरे शामिल होंगे, आप देखते जाओगे. जैसे जैसे हमारे काम आगे होंगे, जैसे जैसे चैलेंजेस आएंगे.
बिल्कुल सर.
कुणाल के बारे में मैं जहां तक कहूंगा, ही हैज, आई थिंक यू हैव डन योर मास्टर्स फ्रॉम.
Yes, sir. I have done my MSc Master of Science from NIT-Jalandhar.
NIT-Jalandhar. He's IITian.
And and I have also done my MTech in the functional materials and nanotechnology fields from IIT Madras.
He is IITian also. He is the blend of technology, IITian and
NIT.
कुणाल, सबसे पहले मैं आपसे सारी बातें करेंगे हम लोग एक एक चीज के बारे में. थोड़ा आप ये बताओ कि आप NIT में तो आपने सिंपल मास्टर्स इन फिजिक्स किया है ना, और जब आप IIT चेन्नई में थे तो आपका एमटेक किस टॉपिक पे था?
हाँ, so sir, basically when I was a student of MSc in the NIT Jalandhar, so there the solid state condensed matter physics part was just as a subject, जैसे सभी का होता है. MSc के 2 साल के कोर्स में एक सब्जेक्ट था. तो वहाँ से मुझे थोड़ा सा एक इंटरेस्ट जनरेट हुआ पढ़ के. हालांकि हमारे एक टीचर थे डॉक्टर अभिनव प्रताप सिंह सर, ही इज़ अ प्रोफेसर इन NIT Jalandhar. वो हम लोग को सॉलिड स्टेट फिजिक्स पढ़ाते, तो वहाँ से एक स्पार्क जनरेट हुआ. So after that, when I reached IIT, so in IIT Madras there was a full atmosphere, if I say you, towards the condensed matter physics. There was a very tremendous type of professor for the theoretical as well as experimental. So वहाँ से मुझे धीरे धीरे इंटरेस्ट आना शुरू हुआ, and that's why I have taken my MTech project under the Dr. Shantanu sir, who is also a theoretical physicist. Okay. And actually my topic was under the superconductivity. And basically my branch was functional materials and nanotechnology. So basically superconductivity.
Basically functional materials होता क्या है?
The functional materials is basically a basic type of material which respond to our very basic phenomena like magnetism, electric properties, like current. इन सब पे जो तुरंत रिस्पॉन्ड करते हैं. जैसे कि सर हमारे पास एग्जांपल है सेमीकंडक्टर का. अच्छा, सेमीकंडक्टर हमें पता ही है उसका क्या यूज है आज के टाइम पे. यही होता है. और जो हमारा बेसिक काम था, जो मुझे बहुत ज्यादा फैसिनेट किया, वो था सुपर कंडक्टिविटी.
ओके.
So my basic work was to study the strontium ruthenate, the bulk and surface properties of strontium ruthenate, which is underachieved till this date.
और स्टूडेंट्स से मैं जब भी कंडेंस मैटर फिजिक्स को मैं जब भी देखता हूँ, देन आई फील वेरी टफ. इट इज वेरी टफ सब्जेक्ट. बिकॉज मैं देखता हूँ कि इसमें इलेक्ट्रोमैग्नेटिक थ्योरी भी आ जाती है, थर्मोडायनेमिक्स भी आ जाती है, क्वांटम मैकेनिक्स भी आ जाती है, बेसिक मैथमेटिक्स भी आता है, और फिर वो जो क्रिस्टल आप बहुत ज्यादा पिक्चर बनाते हो डिफरेंट डिफरेंट टाइप्स के, वो सारी चीज आ जाते हैं. सो आई ऑलवेज रिगार्ड ऑफ दिस टॉपिक एज अ वेरी कंप्लीट टॉपिक इन अ मॉडर्न साइंस,
Yes, sir, sure.
जिसका कि बहुत ही ज्यादा एप्लीकेशन है इन सेमी कंडक्टर्स एंड ऑल दिस थिंग. और आप देखोगे कि गवर्नमेंट का बहुत ज्यादा
ये
पुश
exactly.
है.
बहुत ज्यादा.
अभी अभी के बजट में भी उन्होंने
जबरदस्त
ग्रीन
fund है, yes,
एनर्जी
sir.
और सेमीकंडक्टर के ऊपर काफी ज्यादा उन्होंने
Because our PM is so dedicated towards this to establish us industry over the semiconductor.
सो स्टूडेंट्स देखिए, प्रवेगा एजुकेशन सिर्फ ट्रेडिशनल पढ़ाई के बारे में बात नहीं करती है, वो आज की इकोनॉमी क्या है, किस डायरेक्शन में हम मूव करेंगे, किस डायरेक्शन में आपका कैरियर सेफ है, उस सब के बारे में हम लोग रिसर्च कर रहे हैं और अपने कोर्स करिकुलम को कुछ उस ढंग से ले जा रहे हैं. ऑब्वियसली दिस इज अ फर्स्ट प्लेटफॉर्म फॉर अ कोचिंग लर्निंग परफॉर्मेंस, बट नेक्स्ट लेवल की भी ये यहाँ से हमारी प्रिपरेशन हो रही है. यू विल सी ईच एंड एवरीथिंग विल कम टू द
Yes, sure.
So Kunal,
Yeah.
as you are teaching the students of IIT-JAM and NET exam, NET or GATE for the physics students. So what is your course structure? जैसा कि हम लोगों ने बोला था कि स्टॉक में हम थोड़ा पीपीटी का भी यूज करेंगे,
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल.
ताकि हम लोग उसके थ्रू स्टूडेंट्स को इजिली
Yeah,
कम्युनिकेट करें.
it is quite basically student can easily take away the things with the help of PPT. So yeah, if we sir, as you asked for regarding the our course structure, so see, if you see the course or the syllabus of the CSIR NET exam for this particular topic, which is condensed matter physics, it's a quite huge, right? So basically it contains a crystallography part. Okay, what is this crystallography, sir? As you just said, to making the diagrams and to study the crystal. So what the ultimate aim is to study the solid, to study the crystal. But to study, for studying the crystal and go to that advanced level, until we will not do this part of the crystallography, to study basically the what is Bravais lattices are, what are the different types of crystal structures are, and the most important what is XRD. Because without XRD you can't perform anything on your research level.
और जैसे मैं जहाँ तक क्रिस्टलोग्राफी को देख रहा हूँ, मेरा थोड़ा इंटरेस्ट ग्रुप थ्योरी में खुद पर्सनल है. मैं थोड़ा बहुत उसमें पढ़ने की कोशिश करता हूँ, एंड हेंस आई एम टीचिंग क्वांटम मैकेनिक्स.
Yes.
सो आर यू प्लानिंग टू इंक्लूड ग्रुप थ्योरी इनटू क्रिस्टलोग्राफी, और you are just going to plane of
No, not a plane. Day by day, as our Pravega teams is motto to every day to basically include something new in our topic to every faculty. So that's why in that area I am doing my work actually. Till this date, since as we know that for the JAM candidate, it is not mandatory to tell them all the things regarding the group theory because it's beyond their syllabus. For the NET candidate, yes, sometimes they have been asked the question, but yes, if we prepare them for the interview part, which is our basically the plan, so yes, I can include crystallography, group theory in the crystallography part, which is quite basically useful for the student. Yeah.
क्योंकि जब मैं अपना बता रहा हूँ, जब मैं मास्टर्स में था, जेएनयू में था, तो जेएनयू इज वन ऑफ द वंडरफुल प्लेस फॉर द कंडेंस्ड मैटर फिजिक्स, एंड द बिग शॉट ऑफ द पीपल वर देयर. सो जब मैं वहाँ पढ़ाई करता था तो मैंने देखा था कि फॉर देम द थ्योरेटिकल फिजिसिस्ट, फॉर देम क्रिस्टलोग्राफी इज एक्चुअली टू अंडरस्टैंडिंग डिफरेंट टाइप ऑफ ग्रुप, rotational group, translation group, inversion group, and this
reflection symmetry, inversion symmetry.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So understanding of symmetry. So
yeah, exactly. Yes.
Okay. And next, what is?
The next is, if we move further, it's a bonding in solid, where we basically discuss 4 types of bonding. It's very quite trivial, like van der Waals bonding is what is ionic bonding, what is covalent bonding. Yeah, different types of bonding. Basically, it's the part of our content.
So you will go for the mathematical derivation or just only for the formula based?
No, not like this, sir. Sir, see, our basic aim to prepare the student in the 2 way. First is to just concentrate on the exam part.
Exactly.
To go for the calculation, to go for the question solving.
Yes.
But after the clearance of the exam, until they will not clear the interview, what the basic mean?
And after clearing the interview, they have to be very much thoughtful about your subject.
In their research
then only you can go for the research.
Only then they can survive there.
Exactly.
Otherwise, they'll be just fired by the guide. That's it. So that's why the basic thing is to prepare the student for the exam point of view, as well as for the interview also, and prepare them mentally for that
research,
level, that advanced
research level.
Yes,
and after then, when you go for the industry,
yes, sir,
or your any
sure,
lab,
exactly.
So
because as we know, in the research field, the guide was basically supposed that you know everything. okay, the student, our friend who has already done the PhD or something, they will be basically so agree with me that yes, guide, suppose that you know everything. So that's why this course is quite important, so important for the basic understanding.
And one more thing, uh, actually, I have met a lot of foreign students.
Huh.
A lot of my friends have done PhD. They are also faculty in different places. What I have found that in general, the student who are just qualifying the exam, and after then they are going to the job or is some PhD, they have to give lot of time to develop their skill because during the examination preparation they just focus on formula.
Formulas.
So either you have to learn each and everything here, after then qualify, and just you can save 1 or 2 years in your research and your job.
Exactly.
So this is very
That's what
important.
basically the main pattern you can say, sir, which is going in these days.
Exactly.
Because when the student reach under the guidance of any professor for their research, there is the coursework in which the guide basically tell him or her that basically what these the thing which you have to again to do.
So basically, basic derivation will
Yeah,
be there.
exactly.
Problem solving
Problem
method will
solving,
be
basic
there.
understanding.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
And then you will go
The
for
ultimate aim to read the research paper and to basic create the
Yes.
understanding for
And
that.
then
Then we'll move towards the lattice vibration. It's again a very important part to study the acoustic branch, optical branch, because without this study, we can't study the thermal properties. Sir.
okay, okay. So each and everything is
It's a quite
interrelated to each other.
interrelated. It's a quite interrelated because if you talk about the very from very beginning, if you let's suppose talk about the crystallography, until we'll not study the crystal, we can't study the XRD.
Okay.
If we can't study crystal, we can't know anything about the atomic form factor, structure factor. So all the things are interrelated. Exactly from here also. If you skip the lattice vibration, you will not able to know the acoustic branch, optical branch.
Okay.
And until you can't know the optical branch, acoustic branch, you can't know the thermal properties.
Okay.
Einstein theory
So
or
it's
Debye model.
it's a beautifully interconnected.
Exactly, it's interconnected. And then we switch toward the electrical properties of solid, in which the free electron theory, Fermi energy concept, quantum free electron theory basically come arrive. And again, my personal favorite, and I think your favorite also, the band theory. Band theory of solid, in which we study basically the periodic motion of the
The
electron.
Bloch function and all
Crawling
things.
penny model, Bloch function. So all we basically study the effective mass concept, what is the long wavelength limit. So all these are very beautiful or very hardcore mathematics involved basically in this type of basically topic.
Okay.
And again, our aim to move toward the magnetism in solid, in which we basically study about the different types of material for the magnetism, like diamagnetism, ferromagnetism, ferromagnetism,
Antiferro is also something.
ferrimagnetism.
So what is the difference between ferromagnetism and antiferromagnetism?
So basically
I am just asking for myself.
Yeah, so
for my
basically
knowledge.
the thing is to the alignment of the dipoles.
Okay.
Is basically around the alignment of the dipole.
Okay.
In the ferromagnetism, the dipole align in a very straight manner, in a same fixed manner. But in the antiferro, they align anti-parallel to each other, and so many beyond.
So are you using the quantum mechanical technique or just a classical technique or
Sir,
a statistical technique?
we use both, sir, actually, because there is so much topic in the magnetism. Like if we study the paramagnetism,
Okay.
and this is a very important topic, the quantum mechanical properties of the paramagnetism. So it's a quite, we can use both the classical mechanics, the classical theory, the Langevin theory for the diamagnetism, and the paramagnetism. And at the same time, we also study the quantum theory of the
One thing also very important, Kunal, at this point of time, uh, when I was also teaching sometime statistical mechanics, and that was one of my favorite. And right now, Alok sir is delivering it in a very nice way. So I have seen that lot of things are directly connected to statistical mechanics in the solid state.
Is it? Yes, sir.
So, is that any planning to merge two things together, or this is quite entirely separate? Because final result is almost same.
So we have planned like this actually, that if let's suppose we have to start the band theory of the solid. So before starting the band theory of the solid, it will be quite useful. Or let's suppose that we have to start the electrical properties of solid. Then as you teach the quantum mechanics, so you taught the student like 1D box, 1D box potential, 3D box potential, motion of the electron. So if the student will know those things, it will be quite useful for them to study electrical properties. So we can plan like this. And yes, we have planned like this. And yes, before, let's suppose starting the band theory, Alok sir has taught basically you can say the statistical mechanics part. So it was quite understanding our.
At least we can do this type of program
exactly.
in front of a student that look at this is the same thing but the two different ways
Exactly.
to
So
approach the same.
इससे होता क्या है ना, it's a you can say it's a very time consuming process for the student. Time बचेगा students का अगर हम ऐसा कर लेते हैं, क्योंकि एक ही चीज को दो,
बड़ी होगी,
माइंड बड़ा होगा और कनेक्ट कर पाएंगे कि हाँ ये स्टैट मैक्स से लिया गया है, ये यहाँ से लिया गया है.
Okay, so magnetism is there.
Yeah.
After that,
Yeah, semiconductor physics we have talked
this
about
is the
it.
hot topic right now for the
Semiconductor, superconductivity also,
okay.
and again defects in the crystal.
Defects.
Because and if you talk about it's not so much important if you see the last few year pattern, but yeah, it's in individually it's quite important.
So maybe question can come.
In the 2009 December, 5 marks question basically asked from the Frankel defects.
So this is the course structure. So you are the following more or less on this pattern.
Yeah.
So what is your way of teaching? What is your way of communicating? Some teachers are just giving the notes, giving the formula, and some teachers are just involving in a lot of questions. What are your methodology for this particular course?
As we have discussed before starting this course, starting the condensed matter, that we have not wasted the time of the student.
Exactly.
And we have not to escape the student to basically to know the things. ये भी नहीं करना है कि उनको फंसा के रखो किसी particular topic, उसका time waste हो, और ये भी नहीं करना है कि तुरंत भाग जाओ आगे. तो इसमें थोड़ा precise होना पड़ता है.
So you have अब मैं student को दूसरे term में समझाता हूँ. Kunal is actually planning, time management, as well as content management, the balance between time management and content.
Exactly.
This is the
basically to prepare the student for the written exam as well as for the interview exam. Because as we see, the result of net exam comes out, there's after 15 or 20 days or after a month, the interview process will start. So if you plan that after written exam, after the result evaluation, we will start our program for the interview, it's a quite clumsy.
Okay. So now this is your course structure and your methodology, and you prefer to solve the problem into the class?
Yeah, exactly, sir. If I talk about my methodology, I believe to solve each and each previous year questions as well as some standard book question in the class.
In the class.
In the class.
Okay.
Is there nothing left for the student to go and do it in the homework?
So a student have to just revise it.
Yeah, student have to revise it, and the many times student will revise it, they will be good better.
And how many tests you are planning for this thing?
Sir, see, my way is to, let's suppose we have started from the crystallography, and the crystallography has been over. Then will be a 2 test.
Okay. For crystallography, you have only have 2 tests.
Yes.
1 chapter, 2 tests.
Yes.
Okay.
1 section, 2 tests. After then, let's suppose we have reached thermal properties, electrical properties has been over. Then again, 1 test for the 2 chapter and 1 test for the 2 chapter.
Okay.
And again, the 1 test for all the 3, 4.
We can say that you have basically chapter-wise test.
Chapter-wise
test.
test.
Yes, and from
our test series, sir. Apart from our
test series is entirely different from the faculty.
This is from the class test from the faculty.
So this is actually, student, what I am just trying to say you, that here for the test pattern, we have make a very important decision that class test will be organized by the faculty.
Yeah.
But your full length test, class test and part test will organized by the faculty, but full length test will be independent to the faculty, such that we can evaluate our faculty also. And this full length test, the question of this full length test will coming from the experts. I will not give you the name because we are not allowed to give the name. So they are coming from outside the institute, and we are randomly selecting all the questions. So this is all the methodology for the full length test. So full length test is entirely independent to institute and or faculties. The part test is mainly
from the faculty.
So you have only honors to give the part test. And, okay. Yes. So Kunal, what's your suggestion about the books?
Oh yeah, it's a quite big question. If you recommend the books, so my favorite, these 3. One is, I guess, everyone's favorite, Charles Kittel, Introduction to Solid-State Physics.
So I have this book in a red color. Actually.
Yeah, it's depend on the edition to edition.
Okay.
It's a quite red and sometimes it's a blue. The new edition is a blue, quite blue. It's Astro of Mermin.
This is actually those people who are very much involved in
the research work or something.
This is for mainly advanced level or basic level?
So basically, as we have talked, that we have to prepare the student for the interview purpose. So these 2 books are quite useful for them to create the basic understanding apart from our class notes.
Okay.
And if you want to basically go in our Indian writer, it's a M.A. Wahab.
M.A. Wahab.
Christopher.
So students, don't worry about the books.
Don't
All
worry
books
about
are
it,
good.
exactly.
I am not saying that all books are.
Yeah, but
this
some
book are good.
yes, sir, but some teacher use that Kunji type of books.
So what
basically-
what do you say about Kunji type books?
nothing.
Okay,
So,
leave it that part.
Yeah.
Actually, students, I will always suggest you that always prefer a good books. Why? If you will read one page of any book,
Exactly.
that will give you insight. And there are some books which have just written the formula.
Yeah,
written the
that's
name.
what I'm saying. No need to go there.
That book are not for you.
Yes.
That book are not for you. At least that book is not for the current examination pattern,
Exactly.
current research pattern. You have to improve yourself within yourself.
Until you will not enhance your limit, your level will not be enhanced. That's it.
And always try to prefer the best book
Yeah, best
of them. I think when I was in masters, we prefer Kittel, and teachers are actually prefer Astrop Mermin. So a lot of mathematics is there in
Yeah,
Astrop
because
Mermin.
if you see the Charles Kittel, you can't hardly see the mathematics in this. They not provide the basically all the derivation type of thing. But if you see the Astrop Mermin and the M.A. Wahab, you will get all type of derivation along with the concept.
In the
So it's a very quite standard book. All these three books are quite standard. You can use any of them.
anyone you can
Yes,
use, and
exactly.
you can just which one is your favorite?
Sir, actually, I have studied Kittel most of the part, and I have studied for the numerical purpose or the theory purpose. I have studied the M.A. Wahab.
And what about Astrop Mermin?
Astrop Mermin I have studied, but not that much because यहाँ से मुझे फ्री नहीं हुआ मैं
अच्छा।
इसको पढ़ के।
सो स्टूडेंट्स, एक चीज़ और मैं बोल रहा हूँ, आपको बता रहा हूँ कि हमने प्रवेगा एजुकेशन में फैकल्टीज के लिए चैलेंज रहता है कि हमेशा वो कोई नई बुक को अपने अंदर लेकर के आए और उसे पढ़ें और उसे सॉल्व करने की कोशिश करें. सो कुणाल सर हैव राइट नाउ सॉल्विंग दिस पर्टिकुलर किटल, और धीरे धीरे करके वो आपके सामने आता जाएगा. इट विल टेक टाइम, बट वी विल.
Yeah, because as you say, sir, the teacher is as good as his material. If you talk about the our classes, so I'm trying to build a study material type of thing, which is basically solely on the based on our net syllabus, to use these type of standard books, so that you guys basically no need to waste much time to study the books on the very precise thing. If you study very precisely, you can get more information.
So
That's
this
what.
is your future planning.
Yes.
For the students.
Yeah.
Okay. So how much time it will take?
It will take a time because right now in these days just I have started, so I can't commit a particular date, but yeah, surely within a 4 to 5 months.
So that means next session we can.
Definitely in the next session I can basically build that type of book for our study material.
So this is all about the subject of condensed matter books and all this thing. Now, Kunal, let me ask you one question in front of all audience, all the students and faculty. Why you have chosen Pravega? It's a very new startup. Okay, that there are n number of places are there, and you have just done training session at the Pravega 1 year.
Yeah.
And after then you join Pravega completely as a faculty. So why?
So basically, see, there's a two thing. One thing, Atul sir and Alok sir. That's a two, very frankly. And the other thing is, I thought this is a best stage to express ourselves. Because in the high class, basically, if you say any coaching, you can't express yourself over there because you have to be, basically they're constrained over you. You have to teach this, you have to teach that. But surely, I say you friend, here in this Pravega family, every faculty is free to express himself. Okay, there is nothing from basically director Atul sir or Alok sir कि आपको यही पढ़ाना है, आपको ऐसे ही करना है, आपको ये करना है. No, if you are free to play, just play in for the benefit of the student.
Actually, listen. When I will just tell you, this is our motto is also. We and Alok both are the fan of Feynman.
Yeah.
Okay.
Teaching is the
so this is
best
the
way of learning.
Teaching is the best way of learning, and we enjoy teaching.
Yeah.
So why we are in this profession?
Exactly, because without the enjoyment, you can't do any work.
So and students, as a director of Pravega, what I am saying you, we only choose those people in our family who is enjoying teaching, and I can say that this is one of the best part of this whole team, that everybody is going to enjoy their own profession.
Exactly.
So if you are not enjoying teaching, whatever you are not welcome here. And same time, we have also choosing those students who are enjoying physics actually.
Yeah,
And you
exactly.
can see,
Student quality is also quite very good in our family. Student doubt is quite highly standard.
yes, I
कभी
can
कभी
say,
तो फैकल्टी को ही सोचना पड़ जाता है अच्छा
yes.
ऐसे है yeah
So
exactly so
the class of student, the class
exactly
of faculty is very important.
Yeah.
So obviously, student, physics is a subject of a royal people. What I think, when you are teaching or learning physics, you are itself a royal.
Yeah.
So there is a not any chance to do some silly thing
Silly
or
thing, yeah.
something. You have to be feel like a king.
there's a zero error yes yeah.
Isn't it?
The chance of error is quite zero.
Because if you are just learning the nature,
हाँ.
or you are learning the law of nature and doing the mathematics of that particular law of nature, that means you are most connected to the god. That's it. Isn't it?
Yeah, exactly,
So
sir. Exactly.
anyway, so this is my thought. This is the thought of Pravega. So this is, I think this is a wonderful session, students, from ourselves. And thank you, Kunal, for
Thank you so much, sir.
sharing this stage. And स्टूडेंट्स, मुझे सबसे ज़्यादा मज़ा आता है जब कोई यंग फैकल्टी आती है और वो पूरी डेडिकेशन के साथ अपना काम करती है, और बच्चों को भी उसमें हेल्प हो रहा है और बच्चे भी उसमें इंक्लूड कर रहे हैं. सो कुणाल इज़ वन ऑफ देम. और ऐसे हम लोग फिर से डिफरेंट सेशन करेंगे विद डिफरेंट फैकल्टीज. सो अगेन थैंक यू कुणाल, अगेन थैंक यू ऑडियंस. ओके,
Thanks, sir.
टेक केयर.